A, B, C, D, E, and K. That is not a random string of letters. Those are vitamins, the 13 essential organic compounds that act as the basic building blocks to keep the human body running. While bacteria, fungi, and plants can easily manufacture these vital compounds internally, our human machinery lacks that basic function. We cannot produce our own vitamins. This biological blind spot has had severe consequences. Centuries ago, sailors completely cut off from fresh, vitamin-rich produce suffered from widespread tissue breakdown, bleeding, and eventually died from scurvy. Because our bodies are incapable of making these compounds, our survival depends entirely on a constant, desperate scavenging of these microscopic nutrients from the outside world. The most obvious solution to this deficit is right in front of us, locked away inside fresh produce. But swallowing a piece of food is just the first step. The real mechanical challenge is microscopic. How exactly does your body extract a specific chemical compound from solid plant matter and seamlessly transport it into your bloodstream? That entire biological extraction journey hinges on a single invisible chemical property: solubility. How vitamins move through your body depends on what they dissolve into. They fall into two categories: water-soluble, like C and B complex, or lipid-soluble, dissolving in fat, like A, D, E, and K. This is critical because human blood plasma is almost entirely water-based. For the water-soluble group, the journey is straightforward. They dissolve effortlessly into the watery parts of the fruits and grains you eat, dropping directly into your bloodstream upon digestion. Once inside, they move freely and rapidly through your vascular system, coasting right alongside your red blood cells. A water-based compound traveling through a water-based transport system faces virtually zero friction. But for lipid-soluble vitamins, which arrive packed inside dietary fats from foods like dairy, butter, and oils, the trip is much more complicated. Oil and water repel, so fat-soluble clusters bounce off the watery blood plasma. To bypass this, the liver deploys bile to break the fat into absorbable fragments. Then, specialized protein couriers attach to the vitamins, carrying them across the intestinal wall into the bloodstream. Without this extreme multi-step mechanical intervention from the liver and protein couriers, these critical fat-soluble vitamins would pass right through you, permanently locked out of your system. Once the brutal logistics of transport are finally sorted out, the vitamins disperse to their designated cellular construction sites to perform routine maintenance. The water-solubles get right to work. Vitamin C rapidly manufactures collagen tissues to heal wounds, while B-complex vitamins act as coenzymes to release energy. Meanwhile, the fat-soluble crew handles different structural tasks. Vitamin A shapes bones and keeps white blood cells active. Vitamin D actively gathers the calcium needed for your skeleton. Vitamin E actively sweeps away harmful elements that damage cells. And vitamin K synthesizes the proteins that allow your blood to clot. The precise execution of these varied, highly specific tasks is what keeps the human machine running in functional balance. Solubility dictates the initial path into the bloodstream, but it also governs how the body rejects or stores excess nutrients. Because water solubles circulate freely, excess amounts are easily filtered through the kidneys and flushed away in urine. Fat-soluble vitamins, however, cannot simply be washed away. Instead, your body treats liver and fat cells like a pantry, packing away remaining lipid-soluble vitamins to ration out later. This creates a strict behavioral requirement. Water solubles demand constant daily replenishment through your diet, while fat solubles have tremendous long-term staying power within your tissues. Historically, a biological lack of these building blocks led to profound physical breakdown, fatigue, nerve damage, and bone-warping diseases like rickets. Today, however, we see an aggressive overcorrection. There is a culture of attempting to cheat our health by artificially megadosing with concentrated vitamin supplements. But because our bodies hoard those fat-soluble vitamins, blind overloading ignores our natural storage limits. Shoving massive amounts of these compounds into the biological pantry overwhelms the liver and creates severe cellular toxicity. We cannot synthesize our own vitamins, and we cannot cheat the chemistry of solubility. Optimal human health is not achieved by synthetically hacking the system, but by respecting its delicate chemical logistics and finding a natural dietary balance.